We are standing on the threshold of a revolution, an era being defined by artificial intelligence. AI is no longer science fiction. It is here, woven into our lives, promising a future of extraordinary productivity, miraculous medical breakthroughs, and boundless prosperity. For the world's wealthy nations, this is the dawn of a new golden age, where AI is set to become a primary engine of GDP growth, creating trillions of dollars in value. But as this brilliant dawn breaks in one corner of the globe, a vast shadow is being cast over the other. For hundreds of millions of people in developing economies, AI is not a promise, but a palpable threat. For countries whose economies depend on the outsourcing of services, the rise of AI threatens to eliminate millions of jobs, disrupt social fabrics, and reverse decades of progress. We are not just witnessing a technological shift, we are potentially witnessing a great divergence on a global scale. This script will delve into the dual impact of AI, exploring how a single technology can be both a catalyst for progress and an agent of inequality, and more importantly, what we can do to shape a more equitable future for all. Consider the Philippines, a global powerhouse in the business process outsourcing industry. Every day, more than 1.3 million of its citizens connect with the world, supporting customers, processing data, and contributing $37 billion to the economy. They are the voices and the backbone for countless multinational corporations. But now, an eerie silence looms. The International Monetary Fund has delivered a shocking figure. 89% of these jobs are at high risk of being automated by AI. This isn't just a statistic, it's the future of over 1 million families that could be upended in just a few years. A similar story is unfolding in Bangladesh. Over 80,000 people work across 400 outsourcing firms, performing mostly routine tasks like data entry, transcription, and basic customer service. These are precisely the low-hanging fruit for AI systems, which can perform these tasks faster, cheaper, and without ever getting tired. This wave of automation isn't hitting the factory floor as it did in the past. It's aimed squarely at air-conditioned offices, at the very jobs that were seen as the ticket out of poverty for a rising middle class. AI chatbots are replacing support agents. Intelligent software is processing invoices, and AI tools are performing data entry. This is the front line of the AI revolution, and the soldiers on this front face a deeply uncertain future. Why is AI creating such a profound divergence? The answer lies in its nature as a new form of capital. In economics, there are two types of capital. Complementary capital is technology that makes humans more productive, like a combine harvester helping a farmer reap a field faster. In contrast, replacement capital is technology that renders the human role obsolete, like an AI chatbot replacing a customer service agent. For high-skilled jobs, AI is acting as complementary capital. A doctor uses AI to make a more accurate diagnosis. A financial analyst uses AI to screen data faster. They are still the ultimate decision makers. But for routine, process-driven jobs in developing nations, AI acts as replacement capital. It doesn't help the data entry clerk work faster, it replaces them. This creates a paradox. AI makes high-skilled labor in rich countries more valuable, while making low-skilled labor in poor countries obsolete. The tragedy is compounded by the fact that the ownership of this AI capital is almost exclusively concentrated in a few nations. The United States and China have developed over 240 large-scale AI systems, while the rest of the world combined has only a few dozen. An estimated 70% of the staggering $15.7 trillion that AI is projected to add to the global economy by 2030 will flow to these two superpowers. A feedback loop has been established. More data creates better AI, which attracts more users, which generates even more data, cementing the dominance of the pioneers and leaving the rest of the world further and further behind. If you think these are distant forecasts, look back at the ghost of the recent past. In the 1980s and 90s, a wave of industrial automation swept through the manufacturing heartlands of the Western world. In the United States, over 7 million factory jobs disappeared. Cities that were once symbols of industrial might, Detroit, Cleveland, Youngstown, crumbled, creating what became known as the Rust Belt. The consequences went far beyond job losses. Life expectancy declined, the opioid crisis exploded, schools deteriorated, and social resentment reached a boiling point. The new jobs that replaced the old ones often paid less and were far less stable, leaving economic and social scars that persist to this day. The story was no different in the United Kingdom. Traditional industries like coal mining, shipbuilding, and steel production in the north of England and Scotland were decimated. Cities like Sheffield and Sunderland are still struggling to catch up with the rest of the country in terms of income and opportunity. History has taught us a bitter lesson. Technological disruption, if not managed with humanity, leaves a devastating and lasting wake. The urgent question now is, are we about to witness a new, global-scale Rust Belt created by artificial intelligence? Are we in danger of repeating the mistakes of the past? In the face of this colossal challenge, resignation is not an option. The good news is that many nations on the front line are already starting to act. The Philippines is not sitting idly by. It has launched a comprehensive national AI strategy with the bold goal of reskilling over 1 million workers by 2028, enabling them to work alongside AI rather than be replaced by it. Likewise, Bangladesh has formulated a policy framework focused on nurturing tech talent, modernizing its education system, and supporting startups. They understand that the only way to deal with a technological wave is to learn how to surf it. Their example points to a roadmap of 3 core pillars for all nations. First, invest in people. This doesn't just mean teaching coding. It means fostering the uniquely human skills that AI cannot easily replicate: critical thinking, complex problem solving, creativity, and effective communication. Second, build an inclusive digital economy. It's absurd to talk about an AI revolution when 2.6 billion people in the world are not even connected to the internet. Expanding broadband access isn't just a convenience, it's fundamental infrastructure for progress in the 21st century. Third, strengthen the social safety net. Robust unemployment insurance and retraining programs act as an economic shock absorber, giving workers the time and resources to adapt to change rather than being left behind. These are not easy solutions, but they are the necessary steps to building a more resilient future. We are at a turning point in history. Artificial intelligence, in itself, is neither good nor evil. It is merely a tool, a mirror that reflects our values and our priorities. It can be the engine of the most widely shared prosperity in human history, or it can become the weapon of the most profound inequality. The path we choose will define the world for generations to come. Without proactive policies and global cooperation, we risk creating a two-speed world where a small elite reaps unimaginable benefits while the rest struggle to survive. Investing in AI infrastructure while simultaneously investing in human development is not a choice, but an imperative. As we conclude this discussion, 3 fundamental questions remain, and their answers will determine everything. Who builds these AI systems? Who governs their development and deployment? And finally, the most important question of all, who benefits from the immense productivity gains they will create? The future is not pre-written. It is built by the choices we make, starting today.